Do you guys see that? There's Jack over there. Do you see him? Look at him. He's just over there, just watching me, judging, just judging me. You see him? Yeah, just judging me. Now he knows I'm watching him. Hey, Jaquay. He's just judging. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great day and is having a wonderful week. As you could see, I have an audience, and it's Jack. He's right over there. He's staring directly at me. So I have an audience in Jack. Hey Jackie. He's right there. So yes, I hope everybody's having a wonderful week so far. Oh, today started the Karen Read retrial. And I might make something after this video to talk about it. But okay, right now we are going to discuss Sister Wives. I thought Sister Wives, I knew that it was taking a break. I didn't know that there was going to be a new one on this weekend. I have it taped, so I watched it last night. We're going to talk about it. I wish I kind of just would have done it all at once, but we have 8 more episodes left. Okay, so we started off. David, Christine, and Truly fly out to Flagstaff to help Janelle move down to North Carolina. And Cody says that he is moving on from the toxicity. We'll see. We'll see if that really happens, because sometimes I feel like Cody is a fifth housewife, because he's just as catty and as gossipy as the women are. I'm gonna tell you, Janelle, here's the reason why Janelle has always been my favorite. Janelle is the most independent of all of the wives. And she's never really needed Cody to exist. Like, if she wanted to do something, she would just get up and do it. She wouldn't wait for Cody to say, oh, let's do this. And she's the person, even now, that's like, yeah, I know Cody would do this. Who cares? I'm over it, and that's where I'm at my point, in my life. I'm older. I don't give a shit about finding a man, and I don't care about any of that stuff. Whatever. It's done, whatever. So, David and Christine are talking, and David brings up, remember, David's sister was in a polygamous marriage. And he brings up a good point that there's a lot of keeping score in marriages, in polygamous marriages. And I think that's one reason why it doesn't work. And he was talking about how his sister, there was an issue where his sister was keeping score in a polygamous marriage. And Christine was like, oh, I did the same thing. Christine was like, I did that. Robin says she never did that. But the reason why she never did that was because she didn't have to. She was Cody's soulmate. She was Cody's favorite. So she would always get tops. She would always get everything. And then everything else would trickle down to the other wives, and they would get the hand-me-downs. They would get the second best, or third or fourth. And Christine also said that Cody, this doesn't surprise me, Cody was very obsessed with looks. That doesn't surprise me, because it doesn't surprise me based on how much he talks about his own looks. But it speaks to how he ended up in the end, because he had like 3 wives. He had 3 wives of size. And then here comes this young, thin one. So it's apparent that he latched on to the pretty young, thin wife. But see, then part of me is like, but if he cares so much about his looks, and he got that hair on the top of his head that looks like some ramen noodles. See what I mean? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Now listen, here's another thing I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to mention this. I'm going to mention this later on too. I wish Christine would just stop trying to get Janelle to move on immediately to another man. Like, they want her to go on a dating app, go on farmers.com or farmers only or something like that. She just got out of this marriage. Not everybody moves on at the same pace as you do, Christine. I mean, not everyone wants to immediately go from one man to immediately getting married to another man. Everybody just moves on their own timeline. Okay, so, but the thing with Janelle in North Carolina, she needs to get Coyote Pass sold to move on. And when we see like what this farm looks like that they bought, you'll see why. Mary and Jen are talking. I love Jen. Jen is one of my favorite people on this show. But Mary, as it turns out, Mary got an email from someone, a man who ordered jewelry off of Sister Wives Closet. And he's like, I placed this order. I didn't get any product. So she took a screenshot of it. She sent it to Robin. And I guess Robin was saying that it's technically still up, but it's on they're on a break from it, or they're on hiatus, and she just didn't turn the shopping cart off. I'm going to have to go on there and check to see if it's still up. I'm pretty sure it's probably garbage jewelry. So Mary's questioning Robin, and she was basically saying, listen, the only time that Robin and Cody talk to me is when they want something. She was like, she tells me that she wants to have, she wants to still have a friendship with me and have a relationship with me. And she's all about our friendship. But then she ghosts her for months. Mary's like, hey, listen, I follow all the COVID rules and all the protocols and all of Cody's vid rules. But I'm still not allowed to go to Robin's house to see the kids, because that's what she really wants. She loves her kids. She loves Robin's kids. She just wants to see the kids. She's not allowed to go to Mary's or Robin's house, even though she's followed all these rules that were set down by Cody. And even at that, before the pandemic, Mary got this really nice playground set up outside of her house so the kids couldn't come over. And Robin was like, oh, this is great. Yeah, we'll have them come over. And they didn't. And they that fell through. I completely agree with Jen that maybe that at first Robin didn't intentionally manipulate Mary, but Cody, they bring Robin in, and Cody then finds an insider and finds his shiny new toy, and then it just becomes like an us against them. And that's when it started to get a little manipulating, that's not a word, manipulate. That's when it got kind of manipulating. So Robin, once again, doesn't take any accountability at all in the downfall of this friendship or this relationship with Mary. She's like, Mary's is always out of town. Okay, well, when she's in town, can you maybe get together with her and figure something out? I mean, it's not that difficult. Okay, so then we have a little package, a little look at Aurora's baptism. I'm glad that they did not show that on camera, just because I feel like that is something that's special that should be kept just for them. Plus, I feel like if they would have put it on there, that maybe it would have been taken like, we're going to put this on here so that we can win some points back for our family. I'm glad that they didn't put that on there. But Aurora did seem very happy after the baptism, and she did feel like, even she said she felt lighter, maybe she felt more at peace. So that was very nice to see that. Afterwards, the family goes out to eat, and so this episode, Robin gives a few reasons as to why the family fell apart. Here's another reason. The family fell apart because they didn't have enough of God in their marriage. But before, she said it was a lack of trust. So it was a lack of trust and it was a lack of God. I thought that it was COVID. I thought that it was the pandemic, the vid, that tore them apart. I think it was, if I'm being honest, I think it was partly that asshole, Cody. So back with Mary and Jen. Jen, I'm going to tell you once again, Jen, you're absolutely right. But when Mary was moving out and Nate and Cody went over to help, Jen, I would tend to agree with Jen. Listen, if Nate and Cody weren't there, would Robin have stopped by with that fabulous gift? Remember, she brought that, like, what was it, dream journal or something like that? I don't think she would have showed up with that fabulous gift. It seemed a little performative, is what it seemed like to me. It seemed like that to me at the time. Now, if Robin was like, because remember, Robin was crying and I'm going to get such a friend, my sister, why am I going to miss you? If she was such a great friend to Mary, why wouldn't you bring your kids over to Mary's house? I mean, you can't blame COVID because Mary had that playground built outside of her house. So there was nothing with that. And like I said, it was before COVID that playground was put up, and Robin was like, yeah, we'll definitely bring the kids over, and then never did. And Mary says that she didn't know if she could. What did she say? Oh, I made a note that if Mary feels like she doesn't know if she can trust Robin to tell the truth, then how could she really be friends with Robin? Because she was like, first of all, I don't know if I can trust Robin to tell the truth. And I don't know if Robin will like to hear what I have to tell her. So you have to be willing to not say what you're really feeling to Robin. You have to protect her feelings. And number two, you have to, I guess, be willing to accept her lies. So that's great. That's nobody I would want to be friends with. And Mary thought that Robin was a good friend to her, but now she even questions that. But then on the flip side, Robin says, oh, I heard that Mary's talking, bashing me to her friends and talking ish on me. So maybe I don't want a friendship with her. Girl, I don't think that's the case at all, because listen, Mary is all the way up in Utah and you're down in Flagstaff. What friends do you have in common that are telling you this stuff? So let's go back to North Carolina. That name, they were going through names of like farms. The name Poppy and Pine, I love the name of that for that. I love that name for a farm, but it's taken already. Hippie's Paradise absolutely sounds like it's a place where you can go get some devil's lettuce is all I'm going to say. A little bit of the devil's lettuce. So everybody piles in, goes out to see the property. I'm going to tell you, the only person that saw it so far is Maddie. And they just went by her word and they bought it. I wouldn't have done that. So they get out there. It's massive. Massive. It's loaded with trees. There is, it's all trees. There's no water. There's no electricity. There's nothing. Like, everything needs done. And I'm going to tell you, I'm with Christine. I'm with Christine and Mary that I wouldn't have bought that. Now, unlike Mary, I wouldn't go traveling, especially not now, to like foreign lands. But I'm with Christine. Please just give me a house. You know, give me a house. I'll furnish it. Move in ready that you don't have to do anything to. Turnkey. I just have to put my furniture in. That's it. I don't want any of that stuff. That's going to be, they got like a lot of work ahead of them. And the thing is that she's put like, Janelle's put all her eggs into that one basket. So if that doesn't work, then this better work. I couldn't do that. And they got a lot to do. Like, they're saying it's going to take 5 years to get this done. And they're going to have to pay for everything. Like, everything. It's going to be massive. I hope it works out. I don't think I would do that. And listen, once again, Christine, stop trying to push dating on Janelle. She has a lot going on. She's going to have a lot going on with this. Okay. So we go back to the baptism dinner. Okay. First of all, Cody talking about his kids, watching them, and oh, we love watching you because you're soulmates. We love watching you too. Ugh. Oh, it made me want to throw up. So Cody, listen though, Cody and Robin both called each other their soulmates. Now, Robin was like, I said it and I regretted it because you really can't do that. And yeah, that's something that you don't do in plural marriages. And I can understand why. If she would have said it, it wouldn't have been as bad. However, if the husband says it, you're my soulmate. Well, then you got 3 other wives and there's jealousy. And it's supposed to be equal, like there's supposed to be equal love. And that doesn't, And listen, the other wives noticed that was said. Janelle is surprised. Janelle was really surprised that Robin said it because Robin was raised in a plural family. So she knew like not to use the word. I mean, she would have known that the problems that using that word would have brought. Listen, Christine was like, they used that word and they thought they were so slick in hiding their connection that they had, but they're not. We all saw it. And it's apparent from this like discussion, it's apparent that Robin was Cody's favorite. And he really wasn't hiding it. So how could you be surprised or upset that the other wives were jealous? It just doesn't make any sense. So Cody, no. Cody thought Robin had said that they had gone through some issues, her and Cody, and she said that Cody thought that Robin's issues with him were because he didn't have these other wives. And as he said, him losing wives devalued him to her. When in reality, the reason as to why they were having problems is because he was being an asshole, of how he was treating her. She called him a moody butthole. he was treating her terrible. So when you do that, you're going to have problems. Next week, listen, they talk about the possibility of getting another wife in. Do I think Cody should take on another wife? No, I don't. I think from this whole experiment, I don't think he's made for plural marriages. I don't think he is, because he can't he can't treat each family and each wife equally. Robin's always going to be a favorite. I don't think it's a possibility. I don't think he should do it. I think the only reason why he would, if he ever would get another wife in, is to keep this TLC paycheck going, because I don't know how much longer this show can stay on. You know, because I mean, Sister Wives, he only has one wife now, and the only ones of the Sister Wives that are talking are Christine and Janelle. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm so happy Christine found David. However, sometimes the two of them together is a little nauseating, if I'm being honest. Like, out of all of them, the one that I would probably watch, like, if they did a show with Janelle getting everything ready at this farm and following her journey on that, I would watch that. But I don't know how much longer this show can go on. I don't know. So we have 7 more episodes left of this. So, I mean, we'll see. From what I understand, Coyote Pass did sell. So we'll see that. I'm wondering if they're going to get into the Garrison, everything surrounding Garrison, which was so sad. So, I don't know. We'll see. In the comments, listen, let me know what you thought. And if nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard. I also put on makeup just for this. Woo. So listen, if nobody told you yet today, you're loved, seen, and heard, please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Always be aware of your surroundings, be smart and safe, hydrate often with water, and if you're in a dangerous situation, please know that Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and positive energy your way so you make it through. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.